Something I think that is a bad piece of advice is when people say, well, just shoot. You just got to shoot more. You just got to shoot more. I agree with it, but I don't think it's the whole story. I think it's only a small part of the story. It's been reported that Picasso created more than 60,000 works of art in his lifetime. 60,000. On average, that's 3 paintings a day for more than 60 years. But what is he known for? He's known for a few select works. Bringing this into the world of photography, we can think of prolific photographers such as Albert Watson. Over the span of Albert Watson's lifetime, he's done countless photo shoots, but he's known for a number of iconic photographs. When I was teaching improvisation, there was a phenomenon I discovered. When people would get to about the year 3 mark of studying improvisation, they would start to exhibit an attitude that sort of said, I know what I'm doing, I don't need to learn anymore, everything I'm doing is right. We know that's not the case. We know that we need to keep studying for years and working and improving. But around the 3-year mark, somewhere in the 3 to 5 year mark, people would become a little cocky, a little arrogant about what they could do. I see the same thing happening in photography. People who've been doing photography for about 3 years start to get a sense of like, I got this, I know what I'm doing, my style is set, everything's done, I don't have to work on producing anything new or interesting. This is who I am, this is what I do. At about the 5-year mark, they start to realize, oh, there's so much more to this than I thought I knew. I was wrong, I assumed that I had learned everything there was to learn, but there's so much more to learn. This discipline, this art form, this creative pursuit is so full of possibilities that we can't even begin to imagine how we could explore different ideas and different concepts. I don't know that I will ever get to do underwater photography, for example, but there are masters, people out there who only shoot underwater, and it is mind-blowing to me. It's such an interesting style of work. But in order to explore and create and get to that point of, by the time we're done, by the time we're gone, to think about what is left behind. I want to be as prolific as Picasso, as prolific as Albert Watson. I want to shoot constantly and be remembered for a few iconic images. What I don't want is to shoot a few iconic images that are never remembered. I want people to like my work as much as you like this video. Click that like button. Quantity will lead to better quality in your work. You cannot help but learn and get better the more you shoot, the more you practice, the more you participate in deliberate practice. Deliberate being one of the keys there. If your practice is deliberate, you will grow faster, you will get better faster, you will look at your work with a critical mind. If you just practice and shoot, you may get better incrementally, but a lot slower. I do think you will get better, you'll get a better understanding of like how everything works. You don't have to think about a lot of things. It's one of the reasons why I love the eye tracking autofocus on my camera, because it's one less thing for me to think about when I'm photographing a subject. I don't need to worry about focus anymore. You do have to shoot more, you have to keep shooting, but just shooting isn't going to make you better faster. You can participate in deliberate practice and shoot with the intention of learning and experimenting and growing, seeing if something works. And if it doesn't, don't just discard it and say, well, that didn't work, I'm never doing that again. I did a shoot recently with a client of mine. We were experimenting. He was really open to a lot of experimentation, and I bought a bunch of like Mylar, and I opened it up and we put him in it and shot in and around it, and it looked horrible. I hated it, and we had spent a bunch of time setting it up, but within 5 minutes I was like, no, this isn't working, this is a waste of time. I'm going to continue trying to do that shot. I have the shot in my mind, but it just wasn't working. It wasn't working with that client, it wasn't working with that setup, but I have this shot in my mind that I want to see if I can get to. Maybe I'll get to it and I won't like it. Maybe I'll be able to figure it out and it won't be any good, and then I just go on to the next 60,000 images. I want people to like my work. I want people to look at it and think, there's something interesting there. That photo speaks to me, or this photo repels me. I find it repugnant. I want to say something. I want my work to mean something. In order to get there, I have a lot more work to do. I have a lot more images to take. I have a lot more photos to take. I've got a lot more to learn. I'm interested in traveling and doing travel photography and landscapes and photographing people in the places where they exist. And I hope to do that. In the meantime, get out there and shoot. Look at your images with a critical eye. Figure out what it is you are trying to do and how you can improve upon it. For a couple of good ways to help you grow, check out this video here about how to create ideas for personal projects, and check out this video here for how you can create a dogma to help create a set of guidelines for you in your work. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, and I'll see you soon. Take care.